諗起你，我就自然扯旗。哎呀
！Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Harlan Sanders, and this is my review of Golden Chickens. I guess that's how you say it, I don't really know. It's Chinese New Year, so it's time for Chinese New Year movies. Golden Chickens is the third Golden Chicken movie. It tells the story of Big Boobs Gum, a former prostitute who now works as a madam. Always resilient, always plucky, no matter what life throws at her, Ah Gum adapts and keeps going. Written and directed by Matt Chow, Golden Chickens is definitely a New Year film. It's thoroughly silly, but at the same time, it's very sweet. Sandra plays her role commendably, being funny or serious, but being convincing the whole time. Cheung plays Brother Gordon, a paroled convict who's been away for a long time. When he gets out, he discovers a city completely different from the one he left so long ago. Crude sexual humor is juxtaposed with nostalgic observations about the changing nature of Hong Kong and the resilience of the people who live here. The montage of Brother Gordon seeing how different Chim Sa Choi East is now, and the ways in which it's different, is both plainly documentary and perceptively incisive. Yik-Shun Chan plays Gordon's second in command, a gangster on the rise who's had to make some adjustment to the ways in which he goes about making his illegitimate fortune. Ivana Wong plays an industrious and avaricious sex worker from mainland China who will do anything as long as you give her money. It's a good thing she was born in Hong Kong, because otherwise you'd have a woman in a movie playing a prostitute named Ivana Wang. Michelle Wai does a really good job in this film of throwing her dignity under the bus. She wallows in the more prurient aspects of her role and does so quite shamelessly. It's a sign of professionalism that she was very convincing as a prostitute. She's oddly impressive with how comfortable she seems doing things in this movie that, quite frankly, I thought should have gotten it kind of a Category 3 rating. When I say that, I mean in terms of the jokes and some of the things that are implied through head movement. Like all good Chinese New Year movies, there's a ton of cameos. Andy Lau has a brief appearance that's still quite funny. Donnie Yen reprises his role as Ip Man in the best Grandmaster's parody I've seen so far. Fiona Sit plays a rival madam in a role she was surprisingly good at. Louis Koo plays himself, sort of. He actually plays a Louis Koo imitator brought to Hong Kong from bumfuck China. That's really what the subtitle says, and that's really the name in the movie. I'm not using that as a pejorative term. It's always fun to watch an actor make fun of himself, and Louis Koo is hilarious. Lo Hoi Pang continues his ongoing movie streak, seemingly having a role in every local movie released in recent memory. Even though it's a movie about prostitutes and gets pretty explicit in terms of dialogue and humor, this is not a Category 3 film. So there's no nudity, there's no breasts, there's no pubic hair, there's no genitalia. But you do get to see a cunt. This movie also features the single most uncomfortable, disquieting Wonder Woman reference I've ever seen. But one of the really nice things about this movie for me personally was that it allowed me to play my favorite movie game, Where is Jane Wong? I really enjoyed Golden Chickens. It was a lot of fun to sit in an audience in a very full Dynasty and listen to people react to the movie. And I was happy that the subtitles did a good job, and maybe my Cantonese is improving, because I got a lot of the jokes too. It's a very funny movie. It's actually kind of sweet. It talks about a lot of very relevant issues in Hong Kong, and I was quite impressed with the film overall. When this film is released to DVD, I'm gonna buy it. Okay? So that's what I want you to do too. I don't want you to download this movie, because downloading stinks. So when this movie does get released, so I can buy it just like you, I'm going to update the description with a link. I would be really happy if you use that link to buy the movie, because, quite frankly, I get a very small percentage of whatever your total order is from Yes Asia, and I and the channel need your support. If you want to find out more about the Silver Spleen, please follow me on Facebook and on Twitter, because that's where I put up pictures when I go to movie premieres, or I find movie locations, or I randomly bump into famous people on the street. If you enjoyed this review, please leave me a comment, and even if you didn't, leave me a comment anyway. If you enjoy the reviews in general, please subscribe, because the last time I checked, I have 666 subscribers, and that's a little scary as a recovering Catholic. Thank you, and Gong Hei Fa Choi! kind of funny that in the run-up to this film, Sandra claimed that she actually had breast augmentation surgery.
醫生開刀就塞咗啲直膠入去，咁啊排冇嘢，諗住攞翻出嚟啦。
You know what? I'm sorry, but that's not how it works. And if she did that, then why did she need this prosthetic device? I'm all for taking liberties with the truth, especially when you're doing marketing and promotion, but we're not fucking idiots.